Well, what the rule of law demands is certainty so that people know what the rule is so that they can be in compliance. But under this bill, will essentially eviscerate border security. It isn't border security first, it is border security never, because it takes the E-Verify system, it puts it on the shelf, it prevents any state from putting E-Verify into place, but also amnesty is going to literally cost the taxpayers a fortune, $6 trillion. In fact, we'll be spending $2.7 trillion just to supply the retirement benefits for illegal aliens. So we are bringing in a class of people who've broken our law. We're rewarding them with Social Security, with Medicare, with access to 80 different welfare programs in addition to Obamacare.
There is no other country in the world, if I'm not mistaken, that does this. None. Is there?
That's right. No, we're the only one. And then the same thing, we should not have the anchor baby concept, where if you give birth in the United States, that baby automatically has U.S. citizenship. Mexico doesn't do that. Mexico does it. Right. We should not do that here. And we can pass a law that says that's illegal. We don't have to amend the Constitution. Congress can simply pass a law and make it illegal, and we should.
I took a very strong...
I have to be the author of that particular legislation, Glenn. But I want to just add to this that the bill in the Senate that may or may not be one that emerges here in the House is perpetual and retroactive amnesty. Amnesty goes on forever. There's no prospect that people that would escape through whatever the new sieve might be at the border would be deported just for that, only if they commit a felony or 3 mysterious misdemeanors. But it's also retroactive, and it sends an invitation to the people who have been deported in the past, reapply, come back to the United States. We really didn't mean it. That is just unbelievable in the audacity of a proposal that would be passed out of the Senate or out of the Senate committee, poised to come to us.
Okay, so tell me... you guys have, not necessarily you, I mean, you could fill me in on this, but you guys are being threatened by Boehner, and everybody is expecting to lose their chairmanship and everything else that you're on. Boehner will kick you off, so you're completely powerless if this fails, so to speak.
Glenn, I have to have a chairmanship to lose it, and the only one that the Speaker doesn't have a say in is the Thursday prayer breakfast, so I'm co-chair of the Thursday prayer breakfast. But that's the only thing I've got.
Right. But
so I have more freedom than most people. I don't have to worry about it.
Michelle, you have seen more than most what these guys will do. They will absolutely eat you and spit you out. And even your, I mean, we've had talks before. Even those who you thought were friends, inside and outside, are not your friends. So,
well, not when it comes to a big ticket item like this. And this is the #1 political item on the president's agenda. But weirdly, this is the #1 political agenda item on the Republican leadership agenda, which absolutely makes no sense because it will cement in place permanent progressive policies into the future.
But it makes total sense if people understand that progressivism is a disease in the Republican Party as well. So help me out. Help me out. What is it that you guys are going to do by saying, tell me the procedure here. You're saying that you can't bring this bill to the floor, right?
Well, no, what we're doing is we've collected enough signatures to force the Speaker of the House to hold a special conference session. I know it's hard for your viewers to believe this, but we haven't had one meeting where we've really talked about this immigration bill. Next week, these two gentlemen next to me, they're going to be in Judiciary Committee. They're going to bring the bill up. And we haven't even had one meeting where we've even talked about this bill. And so we have the really bad bill in the Senate. And what's going to happen, Glenn, is that a Trojan horse, a bill that's going to really look good and really sound good, and it's going to talk about border security, a bill that we like, will get voted on and passed. The rotten bill and the good bill will both go to the conference committee. And what they'll do is they'll take the good guts out of the good bill. They'll put the bad guts in the good bill. The Senate will pass it. It'll come over to the House, and then Nancy Pelosi and all the Democrats will vote for the amnesty bill. Probably the committee chairs will vote for it, and we'll have amnesty. And so all the Republicans will say, hey, I thought I was voting for a good bill. I'm not going to vote for that bad bill. And so we won't need the bulk of Republican votes on final passage. The Democrats will pass it in the House. So I'm telling you, what we have to do is not pass any immigration bill out of the House, because that's a Trojan horse to put a bad bill and bring it back to us.